Hey guys, Dale here, back with some more RimWorld, our RiftWorld series, and we have a battlefield that's happening. So we have a... Why are there so many X's up there? Oh, they dropped all their drugs? Interesting. We have a battlefield. There's 117 of them up there. There are 166 down here. The problem is with this bridge, so they aren't just gonna like decide to walk around because we have this bridge up here. So I think I need to maybe wall this bridge off so that the pawns would still prefer to walk around the sides. So I'm sure some of them will head towards their enemies. Some of them are going to head down here and they're going to see our infrastructure that's outside and they will probably start attacking that. These guys are still in transporter range, so I think let's go ahead and do what we can to get them home. Wait, where's my beam up icon? Wait, what did I just do? What did I do? Okay, let's get you guys beamed. We can beam 6 of them. Okay, Crimson and Kif are injured. So if we leave them behind, let's accept that. Let's get these guys to base. Children, why don't you hang out in the barracks? Children, where are you at? You're right there. You're right there. Everyone else needs to report to like a defensive position. Let's do that and have you guys up here. So they'll come across the bridge. We'll be standing behind our embrasures. And hopefully we can like handle some of these guys while these guys make their way up along the coast. Okay, so Scotty, you're right there. Why don't you stand here instead? Our mechs are coming in too, so they might have been targeted. Okay, we're getting some shots off. It's gonna be a little bit where those guys are all ready. Okay, Vea, I'm not very comfortable with that. Oh, you might notice that we have new icons or recolored icons for emergency beam and sight to sight. So emergency beam is not to be confused with beam home any longer. Let's get you going up that way. Gilbert. Oh my gosh, door please close, and then let's just keep an eye out. Peters, you're gonna go ahead and head to the transporter room, and then up this way. Okay, you guys didn't have spots. Can you stand there? You don't have a gun still? Okay, that's fine. Hang out with the children. Castle, let's beam you to the transporter room and have you come up that way. How are we? Not quite ready. Reed, go this way. Okay. Our pawns. Oh, we got Alexi coming out. Let's go ahead and get you. We do have the site-to-site transport option. It does consume 2 charges, but we can just go ahead and beam them right into where we need them to be. Reed, why don't we do the same for you? Right here. Okay, and let's get you into position as well. Go here. Okay, they're deploying shields. Oh, and they haven't started attacking our stuff. How far are these guys? They are pretty far. But they are gathering around us. Okay. Site to site, right here. Right here. Okay, move in. Anyone else? Any other stragglers? I think that's it. Check on you guys. Beaming is almost ready. Oh, one. There isn't an embrasure there. Okay. Phelps, let's get you right there. And how are people doing? They are all right. There is something I want to change in the mod settings real quick. So let's go to the optional name display. Always show name. Show name of selected. Show name. I thought there was an option to show name when drafted, but I guess there isn't. Okay. Oh, they're deploying all their shields here, so these guys are gonna have a great time with that. What if we just back up a little bit? Or back off for the moment? That way there isn't a target. Will they just, like, scatter? Okay. Beam. I've not loaded the world map, but that just takes a moment. Let's beam you as close as we can. Farm caravan there. Okay, and then let's beam you guys home. Beam to transporter room 1. Beam entire caravan. Okay, you guys are gonna head up this way also. Let's just do that. Okay, doors are closed. This guy is beating on that door. It's gonna be fine. They are starting to kind of tackle some of our things, but these guys are on their way in. Okay, if we now do this and go to defensive positions, someone is standing in the door. I assume it's going to be one of you guys. We're just going to have you stand there. And we need to get that converted. Okay, I hear battle happening here, so that's great. They're gonna destroy our ground penetrating scanners. They're gonna destroy this stuff over here, which is not super great. Okay, Jimothy, go here. Gilbert, go here. Fires going on inside now. You can go here. You can go there. Okay, fire and smoke. Temp-wise, we're fine. Okay, this is a mess. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take up position right there. You can come out as well, and you. Why don't you guys take on this shield that they launched for us? Okay, and let's just make sure that we, like, don't get overwhelmed. I think we're in an okay position currently. Will you guys take that guy out? Oh, Macy, you are not in an okay position. Let's get you down here. Ooh, the game is chugging. Visitors have decided to show up. Okay, these guys are doing really well, which is expected. They stayed as a group. These guys, like, spread out like crazy. Macy, you are down. Okay. Oaken, go ahead and rescue Macy. Okay, why don't you guys take these guys out? And you guys head up into this new shield. Do we have a raiders remaining? 63 left, so we've taken out, or we've helped to take out about half of them. Anyone else down? No, just Macy. We do have a fire in here. Why don't you three come and extinguish the fire? Oh, and okay. Armstrong, what are you doing? You guys just like block the door. Don't let anyone wander in. And we'll hold the bridge. Yeah, we lost both of these guys. I think we lost a couple trills as well. Incendiary launcher, right? That's what it looks like to me. Yeah. But we don't have any combat commands that we can do. Oh, what do we have here? Just rifles. Okay. Why don't you guys move in? That way they need to come up around the corner. Who needs rescue? Vea needs rescue. Okay. Viren, go ahead and rescue Vea. Alexi, I don't know where you think you're going, my dude. You guys need to hop into that shield. The patrons from the named ones are fleeing. Oh man, so these guys, the fire must have just like really worked on them. Okay. Do we need to clean any of this up? Raiders remaining. There are 10 left, it says. Okay, why don't you three, just grab you guys, go search and destroy. You guys are free to go. Let's go ahead and restrict everyone to the outpost just to make sure. And we're gonna just do like some mid-raid cleanup real quick. I see some toxic waste packs that are no longer refrigerated, and let's just go with like all the dead bodies. There are so many. Okay, give me a moment. I'm doing this because I want to get our door closed. Okay, lots of dead bodies selected. Let's go ahead and hit recycle. Okay, and that dead body that was in the doorway, no longer there. Tess, you're free to go. You guys are free to go. Armstrong, Viren, Magnus. They all heading towards Raiders. Magnus is closest. And he's double shielded, right? He has a comm badge, and then he also has his vanometric grab pack. That being said, if he catches on fire, that could be a problem. Oh, okay. Must have had like a belt of some sort. Armstrong, you're right there. Viren, dealing with a guy in the water. Who are you heading towards? That is it. Okay, everything taken care of. There is so much junk on the map. How are we grid-wise? We're all right with plasma, but we'll go ahead and do some recycling of drugs that we don't want our colonists to use. And Probably weapons. There's more bodies, but we'll deal with those some other time. Let's get these elephant tusks and just a bunch of stuff. So we get like about 1,500 plasma or so. Recycle. And plasma network. Network plasma. 42 out of 4,500. That is quite a mess. Quite a mess. Okay. You guys are healing down there. I do want to get our away team back, so we are not going to be able to do it in this transporter room. This transporter room is set up. Let's go ahead and turn that on. We'll get our dudes beamed back, and I think the ship is ready to take off, so we will finally get the ship down this way. Finally. Randy has really not wanted us to get to this site, but we will get it taken care of. Okay, well, things are a little bit more cleaned up, but it is still a crazy mess out here. We are getting our folks back over to the ship so that we can launch it. Away team's ready. Beam out. Okay, planet. Here we go. Right into the Zenith transporter room. And let's go ahead and just like launch this guy immediately. Next. Confirm. Okay. It has been a week of trying to get these quest sites done, and just excited that we're finally gonna get it done. And we are landing the ship right next to this little like stack of shacks. I guess they built into the mountains, so they're pretty well defended. Only see one guy here though. Go ahead and just head out. If you're our pilot, so we can do an emergency launch, right? Trigger an immediate emergency launch, landing at a random nearby location. Okay, so the emergency launch does not take us anywhere that we would be interested in going. We're gonna have to wait for this ship to finish being on cooldown. Dale, why don't you go ahead and prioritize hacking that? And everyone else, you guys are like free to go. Even Dale, you don't have to be drafted for that. Is there any fancy ore on this map? There is Altex ore. Interesting. I've never like seen it spawn in the side of like a mountain like that, I don't think. And then compacted. If you guys are gonna be here, we might as well grab some resources while we're here. So that is good. Okay, we're able to leave, but we're not really able to leave for 1.8 days. I think we'll be detected, but we're pretty well defended, so we will have to make the hops a little later. Okay, and almost immediately reinforcements have shown up. So we're just going to take a position here. We do have some turrets on the front of the ship, so I think we're fine. Grid access. Oh yeah, we need to build those like laser turrets. Right now with the grid access on the ship, we could do 4 of those laser turrets. How are we on researching? We're a quarter of the way there basically. Oh, these guys are gonna wait for a little bit. I just want to get that over with. So let's head on down. Are you guys all melee? Magnus and Viren? Like, have at it. We'll follow you guys down there. Crimson, you can hang back since you're still getting over your injuries. But these guys might have it, actually. Monosword, Zeus Hammer. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys go. These tribals aren't gonna be getting through these shields. And Viren took like a punch, maybe a couple of bruises. We have another raid coming in. It's been about a day. I assume that we are probably just going to get raids like every day until we leave. We have 19 hours left until we can take off. Magnus and Viren, I just put them on search and destroy. It is 7 of them. They're all melee. not going to be a problem for these guys, and they're super fast, so instantly down. Do you like chop his legs off? Oh, he has a wooden foot. Oh, that feels like being Starfleet officers and like coming down here with mono swords and Zeus hammers to beat up tribals after like stealing information from a sacred terminal feels really, really bad. But you know, we gotta do what Randy dictates. Okay, we are ready to launch the ship. There is like some miscellaneous stuff around the map, so just to get all that stuff like hauled in, let's go ahead and assemble a away team. I saw Oaken like nearby. Grab items and just say steel in case there is any steel. I know that these are on the map, except and beam out. We're just gonna have him beam right into the ship where we know all that steel can land. Go ahead and get these guys launched, and it'll be another little bit before we can actually get them home. Amid all the chaos, our colonists have decided to gather for the marriage of our two newest recruits. So I'll give you a better name. Hannah's a great name. So Hannah and Peters are getting married. We just had them in prison. Both of them are, you know, rocking our new Odyssey expedition gear. I guess you're still waiting on some armor. But they've chosen a little beach seaside wedding here in the forest. We don't really have like gathering spots or anything, right? So I guess let's throw some of those down for the future. We'll do like a wedding spot there, and we can do we have a party spot, so they could pick that. Anywhere else we want to have parties, we can have parties in like the ideology realm. Okay. Well, there they are. Can't really see them behind this tree, but it's been a little while since we've had a couple, or a new couple at least. We'll go ahead and make some changes for them so that we can just keep track of all that stuff. And we can finally bring these guys back home, so let's go ahead and do that. They're coming with boatloads of steel and wood, some other things. We have had to, in storage capacity, we have a crazy amount of glass steel, and I think that's because we haven't really been using too much of this stuff, or any of this stuff really, for like crafting. We've just been using it for building. I guess we'll continue to hold on to it for now. But it'll be nice to have everyone back home. We almost have this bridge down here built, and then we'll have access to these two geothermal. We found another deep chem, so we're all good on, we're full on chem fuel, we're full on astro fuel. I have this one set to transfer storage, so as soon as the ship lands, as soon as the ship lands, we are good to go. Did it not do the thing because I wasn't on the map? Oh, no, we were waiting for the lifter bot who was out on the edge of the map or something. Okay, well, it is nice to get everyone back in one place, but I know it's not going to be for very long. We need to get some bigger engines on this ship, or bigger thrusters at least. And for that, we need to get into space. And for me to be comfortable in space, I think we need to make sure everyone has like protective gear. So they need helmets, they need chest pieces, and that should be good enough to keep them safe from the vacuum of space. Newton, I'm going to kick you out of this bed. We're going to give it to Peters and Hannah. And then do we have any extra bed? No, we need to build another proper barracks. Actually, as soon as the ship gets back, then we should be fine. What we might do is build some more stuff in this barracks. So if we go to furniture and do loft beds. I kind of like that. Let's do that. Just so that there's like some distinction between the beds. Let's go here. And get these this way. That'll put some extra beds in this room, and we'll make this we'll make those communal beds. And the Zenith is coming in for a landing. And instantly our tank is filling. We can go ahead and turn that off, and we should start producing to refill the rest of that tank. Well, we have a little infestation going. I'm just calling pretty much everyone over to come deal with it, just because it's so far out. We'll see who gets here. We did turn a biosculptor part on. Peter's had some injuries. I think Hannah also needed a bionic leg, and it looks like she could use some biosculpting as well to get rid of that bite scar. So we'll go ahead and take care of that. Oh, Magnus, why don't you go ahead and just start taking this out? It's not a very big one. Everyone else, you guys are free to go. And we'll figure out the biosculptor later. Okay. Oh, this guy injured. Mechanoids. 1. Okay, you're already repairing, so that's fine. He just took a massive amount of damage there. Okay, thank you, sir. Our Starfleet crew is pretty much equipped for space. Everyone has Starfleet armor, they have a uniform, they have a helmet. The only 2 exceptions are Oaken and Gilbert, who are rocking some medical gear, but that's fine. We are working on 3 tunnelers, so once those are complete, we will make a journey into space. In the meantime, though, I think we have an old complex that we can probably check out. It is so close. We can just like beam over real quick. Why don't we assemble a team? Let's go ahead and have tactical. Yeah, well, let's just send tactical and security. And we will send them some fine meals. We'll just grab all of those. And I think we should, you'll see Magnus overflows into the second transporter room. Since we don't have enough pads, we're sending more people. Let's go ahead and just form a caravan there. And then we will pop in. Okay, we have arrived. Why don't you guys check these doors out and then back up? Okay. Who is probably our best hacker? Viren, Vea. Okay, so let's have Vea prioritize that. Viren, why don't you open that? Check that. Magnus, you can check that. It is a pretty small complex, but map's interesting. We have a cave entrance here, so we might check that out because there's probably some gravite panels in there, which would be great. It would be really great if there was a grav core in there. Okay, Viren, why don't you go ahead and do that? You guys can come in this way. Vea, where are you? Oh, so slow. What happened to you? Permanent gunshot injury to the brain. Okay. Not realize that. Can we deconstruct that, fella? And yeah, we'll keep this hallway cool, so that should keep everything else cool. Viren, why don't you go ahead and prioritize that? Ooh, pick up that medicine and then get out of there. Okay, you guys are free to go. Atkins, get all of these going. Oh, Magnus, get out of there. Thank you. Okay, a little gold, a little Nutramine, some medicine. Finish hacking these guys, and then we'll check out that cave entrance real quick. Who has our meals? You have some meals. You also have some meals. Okay. And not realizing that Vea had a brain injury, let's just go ahead and get her home. Accept, and we will get her in a biosculptor as soon as someone turns it on. Viren, why don't you go ahead and finish this guy off? Okay, raid, jump to location, just one guy. Viren, you can handle that. Everyone else, I know that I'm waking you guys up, but let's take a look at this cave entrance. Let's see if we can get some panels. Oh, these insects did not, oh, that's not what I wanted you to do, but I guess we'll take care of it. Okay, now he's after the raider. You guys can go down this way. Okay. Viren, are you fine? Go ahead and come down. Okay. Oh, Viren is on search and destroy still. Turn Magnus on search and destroy also. No sounds. Magnus, will you just check for, like, sounds? Okay. I hope it's not all the way down there. Don't hear anything. Let's get these guys together. Okay. Ooh, found some loot. What is that? Bionic leg. Not bad. Okay. Assume she's going to be over here or over here. Let's start with that because I see some egg pods lighting up the wall. Oh, well. Let's get you guys in here. Well, and it's not a GravCore site, so maybe there isn't even one. That could be a reality that we might need to face. Is that this is just like a random cave entrance, right? Ooh, okay. So we found it. Why don't you guys line up right there? Everyone else right here. Okay. Tella, you can do that. So no grav cores, but we did find a queen. We did find some loot. See if it was worth it for us. Some hyperwave. Nothing too thrilling. Okay, well, we'll get these guys out of here. We'll get them home. And I think that is probably going to be it for today. Grab this, grab the bionic, we'll hit accept and draft them. Thanks so much for hanging out, you guys. As always, until next time, have a good one. Bye.